Hey everyone, this is Mystic with the Gunpla Network, and today we're going to be reviewing the high-grade Gundam Amazing Exia from Build Fighters. If you're interested in this kit, you can find it over at Canadian Gundam. Don't forget to use your code Gunpla Network to save 10% off your entire order. So I did build the Exia Dark Matter not too long ago, and I had a couple of small complaints with it, mostly being seam lines that were a little meh, and those really annoying shoulder joints. Both kits did come out in 2014, so I expected them to be incredibly similar. But before we take a quick look at the Dark Matter next to the Exia, I did want to get into the size comparisons. Here we have it next to our SD Freedom, our high grade Freedom, and of course our master grade Freedom 2.0. Okay, so now we do have the Dark Matter here. It's obviously very similar, just kind of a color swap, pointier toes, extra sword. Doesn't have the Amazing GN sword, so I guess it's not really an extra sword, just a different kind of sword. Trans Am booster is completely identical, so the build did end up being pretty much exactly the same. Okay, next we're going to take a look at the articulation of this kit. The head is on one of those PC parts with a really decent movement range. There's that shoulder piece, armpit piece that moves with the shoulder that I don't like, and you have to be super careful with because if this detaches, you have to take it apart and put it back together. The actual shoulder has free movement. Go up and down pretty far. Arm isn't hindered by anything. We've got our bicep rotation. A decent enough arm bend at the elbow. And then of course a hand on your typical little ball joint, so it's kind of free to do whatever. The waist is on your standard straight peg, so it doesn't have a lot of wiggle. Very, very minor ab crunch. But it is capable of spinning quite freely. It doesn't have anything that gets in the way. Back skirt has no movement whatsoever, and these parts of the front skirt are one entire piece, so they do move together. The hip joint does allow for a lot of rotation. But it doesn't go out very far. So no full splits with this guy. Forward kick only stopped by as far as the skirt will go up. Back kick is completely stopped by the back skirt. And due to the fact that the legs do not do a full split, you're not really getting around that. We've got that two-part knee joint that I love so much. So while the back skirt will prevent you from kicking forward with the top part of the leg, you can still bend this thing's legs pretty far. Front of the foot guard does move up and down. And the foot has basically an entire range of movement, only stopped by the back foot guard. Now we're going to move on to all of the accessories this kit came with. It did come with a little piece to plug up the hole for action bases. We've got this little piece right here. If you remove the white cap on the side of his leg, you can put that piece in there. So that we can hang our amazing GN blade on the side. Then we do have 5 hands. One is a single open hand. Then we have our standard closed fist. And then we do have our wrists that are super bent, closed wrists for sword holding. We have the piece that goes on his back if you don't have the Trans Am booster on him. Next we've got the Amazing GN shield. This piece comes off. There is a little slot in his arm that piece does hook into. And these do flip out. Here we have the Amazing GN sword and GN Vulcan with the beam saber. This is about 3 different separate parts that all hinge differently. Once again, we have a slot in his other arm, specifically for that to slide into. And the handle can swivel, so you can actually place it in its hand without even taking the hand apart, which is really nice. Then you clamp this part down, and you got the sword. Or you can flip this back. And the beam saber effect part does slide in right there. It's a lot of moving pieces, but it is once again very sturdy. And last up, we do have our Trans Am booster. Hooks into the back, right here. It does make it a tad back heavy, but despite it being so much, you can easily counteract it. Just like the bottom of our Gundam, we do have a little cap here so you can connect it to action bases. All 3 of these go all the way in and go out pretty far. All 4 of these have a full swivel. This piece also has a large range of movement. All of these next pieces are pretty much on ball joints, so they all have free movement. Even this piece inside is 2 different pieces that move. The ball joint in here makes it so these move pretty well. These pop off. And then you slide these forward. Then we have a little notch on this, which pulls out to make a nice little handle. And then you slide those little handles into his hands, and then you have your Trans Am GN blades. They are a bit floppy due to that handle. Next, we have all of our stickers. We have one here. And then we have this one here that doesn't wrap around properly. I had the same problem with the dark matter. We have a tiny reflective piece in the shield. And then we have the sticker on the sword. I don't like it, it wrapped around terribly. It would look a lot better painted. We've got a lot of stickers on the body, so I'm going to try to move through it quick. Reflective sticker under the green part on his chest. Little yellow vent stickers. Green piece in the forehead. green piece on the back of his head as well. We've got 2 more reflective stickers under here. And again on the arm. The gray stripes are stickers. The red piece on the back skirt is a sticker. It wrapped around pretty well. The one on the front is not a sticker. All the gray stripes down in the legs are all stickers. These 2 gray pieces on the front skirt. Of course, we have his eyes. And then 2 more reflective stickers in the leg. Let's pop this plastic piece off so we can get a better look of what all the reflective stickers do look like. These are all of the extra bits that were left over at the end. Although I'm pretty sure I can make use of that beam saber effect part elsewhere. Overall, this was a really good kit to build. It looks like it has a lot of stickers, but most of them are reflective stickers, which I never ever complain about. I feel like the seam lines on this kit were less noticeable than on the dark matter. It might just be because it's not pink. I absolutely cannot stand the weird shoulder armpit thing. But it stays on if you're gentle with it, which is most likely where my problem lies there. I do actually recommend this kit though. It is a very nice kit. I also recommend the dark matter. They are both very well done kits. I just have a couple little personal me issues with it. But the build itself is very smooth. It's a very gorgeous kit. And I had a lot of fun building it. But alright everyone, I think that's going to do it for this review of the high-grade Gundam Amazing Exia. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help us and we truly appreciate it. And like always, keep building.